Good morning, everyone. I'm now at Haneda Airport. This is not a location, good morning. This isn't a location that you would associate with Japan rail passes in any form whatsoever. This is a place where planes depart. I just woke up and arrived here in Japan, and to my surprise, my pleasant surprise, was Ren 3, who I discussed doing an episode on Japan rail passes, and I thought this was going to be a really cool topic. He's over there. Hey, Ren. How are you?
Hey.
Good. Show us what you have in your hand.
4 rail passes.
4 rail passes. But why? And you might want to wonder too. So we're gonna go up here, away from this wonderful place. And if you want to see a video on this area, just go up here and click the link, and it'll take you to there. But let's go up here. Oh, check it out. They're putting on a performance. Haneda Airport's got some pretty neat events when the day starts. Why? So, while we go up to this observation deck, let me ask you, how much did it cost for all 4 of these train passes?
If you put all 4 of them together, although one of them is 3 weeks, one of them is 2 weeks, and 2 of them is like a 1 week pass, everything together is probably around $1,500.
Wow. So $1,500 for 4 Japan rail passes over 7 weeks? 7 weeks. This is really interesting. So we're now on the observation deck, and now you can see, when I came here last time, it was, let me see here. Here so we can talk with the planes roaring by. So one of the questions that people have been asking me is the Japan Pass worth it? Or can you just fly everywhere? And to be honest with you, I'm a resident of Japan, so I just fly. It's a lot cheaper and it takes a lot less time. But if you're a tourist coming to Japan, like Ren here, you might want to consider getting the Japan Rail Pass because it just pays off for itself. So we just had a typhoon that rolled through here. I came from Korea this morning. It might be a little windy. We might have to go inside actually, Ren, but before we go inside, whoa, it's getting windy. Show us your passes and explain. Each one is a 1 week or 2 week or 3 week? How does it work?
So passes are offered in 3 different varieties. You can have a 1 week pass, a 2 week pass, or a 3 week pass. And each one of them is a different price. But the 3 week pass gives you the most value because it's around $600 for 3 weeks. And 1 week is around $350.
Okay.
So you can see that the 3 week pass is more worth it. But you don't have to buy that if you don't need it.
3 weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks is 21 days, which means that you could go to Tokyo and Kyoto and back to Tokyo morning, night, which costs 1/3 of the pass. So it pays off. It pays itself off in 3 days. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think we have to go inside. The wind's pretty better, at least over here by the window. Wow, I got lots of questions. But what did you see for 7 weeks? Did you see every single prefecture? There's 47 prefectures, like states here in Japan. I guess we could do it right here. Yeah, did you do all 47 of them? Where did you go?
I haven't went to all the prefectures, but for what I planned was I really want to see the matsuris, the festivals in Japan. So I plan to go to all the big ones.
Right.
And I planned maybe like 3-4 months before they even started. So I went to like big matsuris like the Fukuoka Hakata Giyama Matsuri, the Osaka Giyama Matsuri,
Right.
The Kyoto Giyama Matsuri.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are the big
like
ones.
Yeah, the big ones. There's also another one in Akita.
Oh yeah, the Kanto Matsuri. Oh, you saw the Kanto Matsuri. I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah, and Nabuta Matsuri.
Ah, that's one of my favorites.
And then afterwards there was in Tokushima, Awaorori.
Okay.
Yeah. So those were all the big matsuris I went to.
Yeah. In defense, now this is where the comparison comes in. In defense of flights, leaving from Narita or even Haneda, they have airlines called Skymark. They have an airline called Jetstar. They have an airline called Vanilla and Orange, Purple. I don't know. There's so many budget carriers starting up in Japan that these flights. I once went from Tokyo to Kagoshima for less than $50, and it would take by Shinkansen. It would cost around $300, and it would take 12 hours, I believe, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes 7 to get about 12 hours. So a flight took 90 minutes. So the flight's a no-brainer. But if you're a tourist and you have some time and can see a lot from the train. Right. So, does it pay off? You have here, what do you have in your hands here?
All of these are shiteseki, so it's the reserved seat tickets
Yeah.
for any train on JR lines.
Wow. So those are all the, so you rode the train this many times?
Well, I also rode in Jiuseki, that's non-reserved.
Oh, right.
You don't need to show any like reserved seat tickets. You just show the pass and
Right.
tell them where you're going.
Oh, so yeah, right. So you just show the pass and they'll let you on the train. But
Yeah.
if you want a reserved seat, you need one of these.
Yeah, you want one of
So
these,
you
yeah.
rode a lot of reserved trains.
Yeah, definitely. It's better to reserve seat if you're going in like a high season to guarantee yourself a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that cost extra to get a reserved seat?
Not with the JR pass.
No.
No.
Okay. Interesting. Avery, thank you very much. So, next I want to ask you, so you came here to Japan for 7 weeks to see festivals and you traveled all over the country. Was there any place that you wanted to go to that you missed with the JR Pass?
Well, last year I didn't get to go to the Sanin region, which is like Tottori, Matsue,
yeah.
Yonago,
Shimane, yeah.
yeah. So this time I will go there.
Oh, so you still got some time to go.
Well, yeah, I have a 1 week JR pass I'm starting to use next week, from 27.
Wow. Oh, so you have 5.
Well, actually, no, 3 are from last year, 1 is from.
Oh, okay. We're decoding the story.
Yeah.
We're decoding the story. Interesting. So you're going to take the Sunrise Izumo?
Well, see, I want to take the Sunrise Izumo, but then I didn't really know if I wanted to pay $200 for the berth. Because last year I did take it, but I used a Nobi Nobi Daseki.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was a little hard to sleep on that.
Yeah.
And since I'm like running everywhere, I kind of need my sleep, so.
The Nobi Nobi Zoseki is pretty hard. That was introduced in the Japan Night Train video that I did in 2015, I believe it was. So, how much did you save by getting a JR pass?
How much I save?
Yeah,
it's quite unbelievable actually. The more you use it, the more you save. So if you're willing to put down the $1,500, you can probably get up to over $7,000 worth of tickets reserved.
So you save $5,500, $5,500.
Yes.
$5 to save. First of all, it's kind of insane that you did all that traveling. First of all, and second of all, wow. So I think the JR Pass is not for everybody. It doesn't pay off for everybody, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't pay off for everybody.
It doesn't pay off for everybody. It pays off. When I first came to Japan, I was a resident, so I could no longer ever use a JR Pass. They look on your passport for the residency stamp and it's over. You can't get one. For these, there are other passes though that you can get that residents are allowed to take, and these are passes that you should probably know, like Tokyo Wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tokyo Wide Pass is about $100, no less, maybe $90. It's all you can ride Shinkansen in towards Niigata, Nagano, and a little bit around the Tokyo area, and it's good for Tokyo area trains, but not the Shinkansen to Kyoto. It's just limited in this area. That is a really cheap pass. Allows you to go to Karuizawa, to Utsunomiya, you can go to Nikko, but only take the Shinkansen to Utsunomiya. You can go to Yuzawa, which is where the sake vending machines were, where I introduced that a few years ago. So Tokyo Wide Pass is one of many passes you can get, but this is like the Rolls Royce of passes, right?
Yeah. This has no limits.
There's no limits.
It has some limits, but like you're not gonna notice them, like those only and regional trains, like super express trains.
Yeah.
It's only a 20-minute difference from Tokyo to Osaka. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah, for short stops, you really don't need to ride the Shinkansen. For example, Osaka to Kyoto, if you have the pass, you ride it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the pass, you take the Shinkaisoku. The Shinkaisoku takes 30 minutes. The Shinkansen takes 15 minutes, so you save about 15 minutes. So yeah. I think if you're gonna be here for a week, unless you're going to travel a lot, it makes sense just to take one Shinkansen ticket from Osaka to Tokyo, and spend the time here, and then there's budget places where you can get the ticket for Shinkansen tickets for like 10% off, right outside of Tokyo Station, actually, and Osaka Station. But 1 week with JR Pass is how much?
1 week for the JR Pass?
Yeah.
If they want it in yen, it's about 29,000 yen.
Yeah. So round trip ticket. Oh, show this?
Yeah, it's here.
There it is. 29,110 yen.
Yeah.
If you just buy the ticket round trip from Tokyo to Osaka, it is 13,000 yen, and coming back it's 13,000 yen, I believe. So it's 26, right? In a way, you know what? I think it's almost, so you save only 3,000 yen, or like $25, right? For one back. That's buy various levels of buses, but the cheapest is about $30, 3,500 yen. Oh, check it out. Go, 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 go. Jiao. Yeah. And if you want to go by local train, it takes to Osaka 8 hours from Tokyo. No, more. You have to go through the mountains.
Yeah.
But that ticket is half the price of a Shinkansen, so you might as well buy the Shinkansen ticket and save the money. So is it worth it? Is it worth it? Bottom line.
Well, I think it's worth it if you're just gonna travel a lot.
Yeah.
You just have to travel a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So,
If you're staying in one city and just one area, get on a pass, or maybe don't get it.
yeah.
If you're gonna travel, get the pass.
Get the pass, definitely get the pass, yeah. It's just, the flexibility is amazing. You can just go on any train anytime. Like,
What other things could you use the pass for that wasn't just trains, right?
yeah.
For example,
Oh yeah, the Miyajima Ferry.
Miyajima Ferry,
Yeah.
right? If you have the pass, it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the monorail from Haneda is actually free too.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Actually, yeah, I could use that. Okay. What? Anything else? Do you get like discounts or?
There's JR buses you can take.
Oh wow, for free? Oh.
Yeah. And there's also JR discounts for certain places, like in Hokkaido.
Okay.
There's some like touristy destinations that give like omiyage discounts.
Oh yeah. You know, up in Hokkaido and in some areas, the trains only leave like once an hour. Sometimes the buses are actually better. And JR does run and operate highway buses all over the country. I don't know if it's good for all the highway buses, right?
I don't think it works with highway buses. It's more like local.
Yeah, local buses,
Yeah.
the city buses, maybe that connect stations between each other. In those kinds of situations, it's so worth it. So if you're on the fence on whether or not you want to buy a JR Rail Pass, a Japan Rail Pass or not, listen to Ren 3. He's like, do it. And he did it. No. don't say, he did it. And he rode the train. How many times did you ride the Shinkansen over 7 weeks?
Over 50 times, at least.
Over 50 times?
50 times.
Over 50 times you rode the Shinkansen. All right. So we've established that's worth it. Now my question to you, Ren, is what was the coolest Shinkansen train that you rode?
The coolest Shinkansen train I ever rode?
Or any of the trains, yeah.
It was definitely the double decker. Remember?
Oh, the Tokimax.
Yeah, Tokimax.
Yeah.
Because they're actually retiring it soon, so if you can get into Japan and ride it, like definitely ride it because it's gonna be gone soon.
When do you know when the?
I don't know the exact date, but within a year or two,
Okay, yeah.
it's gonna be gone.
Goes up to Niigata.
Yeah.
It's a really cool double-decker train. You can also ride it on the Tokyo Wide Pass, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool train because the lower section is really low, and the high section is just like you got this really amazing view of the landscape. So that makes it a must-ride train if you're a train otaku like we are. What was the longest trip that you did?
The longest trip I did in a single day.
Yeah.
So with the pass, I went up to Wakanai. All
Wow.
the way to Wakanai.
In one day.
Not in one day.
Okay.
But the longest trip I did was from Wakanai. I
Okay.
went in the morning from Wakanai around 6 a.m. Arrived at Tokyo 8:30 p.m.
Wow.
It was about 13 and a half hours. 4 trains.
So you made it from Wakanai to Tokyo in 13 hours.
13 hours. 4 trains.
Easy. Did you know that they have a flight that will get you there in like 2 hours? Just saying, but it's the flight. But if you have this pass, it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Japan? Like why here? Where are you from, if you want to say?
Yeah, I'm from Canada. I'm a university student at Canada. If anyone's watching from there. And I came to Japan because I was watching John's channel like for a long time, and he did the hitchhike trip, and he inspired me to go all across Japan and do these things. And I thought, like, what way can I like traverse Japan, even though I can't really hitchhike because I don't like have the confidence in my Japanese ability. So I thought, why not do it with trains, right? And so I saved up some money by working part-time, and I just did 6 weeks of train travel all across the country.
That's really awesome. So if you're thinking and you're on the fence about getting this JR Pass,
Yeah.
listen to what Ren 3 just said, and I think it'll give you an idea of whether or not it pays off for itself. But if you're doing any considerable amount of travel, the only downside is that it is kind of expensive. I mean, it adds up.
Yeah.
Like $1,500 is not chump change. It's a serious chunk of cash. That's a lot of hotels. Where would you stay on these trips?
Oh, personally for me, I use
Yeah.
Airbnb exclusively.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my expenses were more like $30, $40 a night.
Okay.
And it's just basically like a homestay every day.
And you were on the train most of the time.
Mm,
Okay, I want to know this. This is
Yeah.
just for me. How much of the 7 weeks that you were here were you on a train? What's the percentage of your on-train travel?
On-train travel? Well,
And we're saying this as a plane roars by.
I did all my traveling, like if I can in the morning or at night, so I can like spend as much time like enjoying the things that are open.
Yeah.
So, but like I did do a lot of train travel, so maybe like 20% of the time I was on trains.
Okay.
Maybe. Like I actually don't know the exact time that I did calculate it.
That's actually a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're always on the move.
Always on the move.
Always on the move. It
Yeah.
feels good. That was like the hitchhiking, right? You're always on the move. Every day you wake up and go somewhere new, and that's kind of exciting.
It would be actually good if I can show the audience like
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a sample itinerary because I got my pass yesterday.
Okay.
And this is basically what I'm doing with my pass for the next 7 days,
All right.
starting next week. So basically, I'm gonna go from Tokyo to Shinhakodate Hokuto on the 27th.
Okay.
From there, Hakodate on the 28th.
Okay.
To Sapporo. I'm gonna spend some time. And then on the 29th, Sapporo to Shinhakodate back again.
Oh, so these are all reserved.
All reserved. Did it yesterday. And transfer to Shinhakodate Hokuto to Tokyo again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be back in Tokyo for a few hours on the 29th. And then same day, since I couldn't get the Sunrise Izumo, I had to think of a backup
yeah.
plan. So my backup plan is going from Tokyo to Shin Osaka on the 29th and then transferring to Hiroshima
Wow.
that night. I'm gonna stay in Hiroshima, and I'm thinking if I have some time, since I have to like get to Shimane some other way, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend the night there. In the early morning, I'm gonna go to Shin Iwakuni, and you know King Taikyo?
Yeah. King Taikyo.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go see King Taikyo.
The three-arch
The three-arch
bridge.
bridge, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see that, and then I'm gonna go from Shin Iwakuni to Shin Yamaguchi.
Yeah.
And this is a really famous train. It's called the Super Oki. It goes on the Sunning Line,
Oh right. Yeah.
and you
yeah.
see the ocean the entire way.
I've never ridden this train. Jeez, you're gonna
so
see more than
just
me.
make sure you sit on the A side, which is like the Hidari left side,
Yeah.
and you can see the ocean for most of the ride. It's
Wow.
really gonna be beautiful.
Royal Tree writes in 1204. This
Yeah.
guy's train game is on point. That's hardcore, man.
Yeah, it took the counter person probably around an hour to actually figure everything out.
Wow.
Even though I gave him sheets with all the details on it in Japanese.
Oh, he confirmed
He
everything.
confirmed everything.
Yeah, that's what they do at
He had to
JR.
look through his big book and everything. So yeah, after that I arrived in Yonago, and then basically I'm gonna take some trains from. There's also local trains I'm gonna take. That's not
Yeah.
JR. It's more convenient in that area. But
Will
yeah.
will you ride like Kintetsu, Meitetsu, any of the
Oh
local
yeah, it's
lines?
called the Ichibata Densetsu.
Oh,
Izumo
okay.
Ichibata. It goes from Izumo to Matsue.
Okay.
I don't have to take it here. After that, I'm gonna go to it,
Yeah, Totorio Matsui is a nice
Yeah.
trip.
and then there's a really famous museum in Japan called the Adachi Museum of Art,
Yeah.
and then you can get there from Yasugi Station.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go there, and that's probably my last stop in Shimane. And then from there, I'm gonna
Okayama,
Yasugi to Okayama,
Okayama to
Okayama,
Shinosaka.
Osaka, and that's probably my last 2 days with the JR Pass.
Wow.
And yeah, so yeah, that's everything.
Really cool. Do you have a YouTube channel or anything like that you're?
No, but I'm Ren3 on YouTube. But it's not a
All
YouTube
right.
channel, it's just my channel.
Ren3, REN3 on YouTube. Also, Ren, you sometimes post on Patreon, right?
Yeah, I post on Patreon.
Yeah.
Like, I can post my travel videos.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you guys can follow me on Instagram because I put all my travel videos
Oh.
on Instagram.
All right, Instagram. And
Instagram.
Instagram is Ren3.
It's Ren under 39.
Okay, Ren, REN underscore LEN
You can type it
39.
in.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's the that's how you so you'll be able to see. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see some of the pictures.
Yeah.
How do I get into the chat? Oh, I can't chat on this phone, but I'll type it in.
Yeah.
So Renland 39.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Awesome. Thanks for sharing
No
your
problem.
experience. I've been wanting to talk to Ren 3 for a while now. When he contacted me and told me what he was doing and what he'd done in the past, I thought he was a little bit crazy. He is, in a good way. I think you have to be a little bit crazy to ride 7 weeks of train. That's a lot, but you can learn from somebody who's done so much traveling like this, and I think it's a real asset. So I'm glad that I get a chance to catch up with you, even though I'm totally... I was up real late last night and just got on a plane, and I'm probably gonna crash when I go home. But thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
The show could be your dream. 4 passes, lots of reserved tickets, 1,500 yen, but a savings of $5,500. If you too think you can take the Shinkansen challenge, look up Ren_Len39 and watch the adventure unfold. That's the best I can do. So I'm gonna give the last 20 seconds. Oh, there it is. Some people around Japan wrote Ren39.
That's it.
Thanks. Yeah, and definitely click the like button if you like this and you like the button. This will help other people find this video by liking this video. Before I turn it over and end this video, I just want to ask if anybody has any questions that you want to ask Ren 3 about having a train pass. Okay, so we got some questions coming in. Let's see here. I had a 3-week JR pass, paid $500, end up using $1,200 with a train ticket.
You can make money really easily.
He can hitchhike like you. Well, he maybe one day he will.
Maybe one day I will.
Maybe one day he will. It's not for everybody. I said that multiple times. Hitchhiking is not for everybody. How much has it costed you so far?
So far?
Yeah, just the tickets.
Just the tickets right now?
How about the seat reservations? Are all free.
But if you're like a normal person, you buy reserved tickets, there's like a 800 yen fee.
Yeah, I pay 800 yen on top of the fee for Nozomi trains.
Yeah.
And you can't use Nozomi on that, right?
No, you can't use Nozomi.
You can't use Nozomi. It's reserved for us residents, okay? So don't even try, tourists, butt in on our Nozomis. Which train station has the best food, according to Sean Carney?
The best food?
Yeah. Maybe Ekiben.
Ekiben? I'm actually not sure on that, but I know at Kyoto Station there's a really good matcha ice cream place.
Yeah, the best Ekiben, if you have the money, is at Shinosaka. Has a place where you can get Kobe beef Ekiben prepared right before your eyes for $300. I'm just saying, if you want some updates here.
Yeah, can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
So, for the travelers who actually plan on using a JR pass.
That's weird.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so for the travelers who actually plan on using the JR pass, make sure you travel light and pack light. Like a carry-on and a backpack, or like one of these.
Here, show us your unit.
Yeah.
So pack light. That's my stuff. Don't consider this. That's all you
I
have?
run with this and a carry-on that's smaller than that.
You have a carry-on and that bag and that's it. And the passes. That's ridiculous.
I just travel super light. Travel super light because if you're going to like Inaka with the train pass and like really rural places.
Yeah, the countryside.
Yeah, like you don't want to travel really heavily with like a lot of luggage, right?
Right.
So always travel light, and there's not really any space for big luggages on trains anymore.
You can do I always do the laundry when I was hitchhiking at the hotels. There's usually a laundromat not too far away. Whenever you get a chance, you could do like 3, or I'd sink wash it a lot of times, but I never had dirty clothes. There's baths that you could also onsen and stuff that you can jump into. Any other questions for Ren 3? We're gonna end this in a minute. He has a 3-week, a 2-week, and 2 1-week passes.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
yep.
Nosh got it right.
Nosh got it right, yeah.
3 2 and 2 1s. He travels light. 100 likes, 50 more. Thanks for the update, Ramsey. Hand washing, great. I wash my hands. I don't know. Can I be a moderator? Not right now. We're like in the middle of something. Maybe I will start a smoked Cajun meatloaf of barbecue Ekiben stand. Actually, that would be. I'd buy that. Best part of Japan.
Best part of Japan, for me, in my opinion, it has to be Hokkaido.
Hokkaido.
Just because like the trains there, I really like the trains there because the view is beautiful. And if you really want to support the Hokkaido Railways, because they're in the red right now.
Oh
revenue
yeah.
Financially.
Because of the shrinking population, not a lot of people are riding the trains.
A lot of train lines are going to be closed soon.
Yeah.
Just recently, there was a line called the Sanko line in Hiroshima. They closed it last year.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so if you want to support the train, just ride them, I guess.
Yeah, even if it's a JR pass.
Even if it's a JR pass.
Just use them.
If you can support it, yeah. Local community needs some support.
How many trains are you going to take?
Me? I'm going to take...
On this trip?
On this trip, probably around 15 to 20 trains.
15 to 20 trains. The trip, this was last year's trip, right?
Yeah, this was last year's
Last trip, he's on a new trip.
Yeah, I'm on a new trip this year, but it's only for 1 week.
It's not as long.
Yeah, it's not as long.
Going in October, this is helpful. Nicole says thank you. Let's see here. John, thanks for the live streams. You're very welcome, Cyberzone. Thanks for watching. What's your favorite mountain in Japan?
Oh, mountain in Japan?
I like Daisen. I like Daisen.
For me, there's a lot of mountains that are great that you can get a good view of the city. Like Mount Moiwa in Sapporo was really great. Mount Hakodate was also really great.
Hakodate is a good mountain.
Yeah, like there's
beautiful night view.
You can just like see the entire city.
Yeah.
And the views are great. So yeah.
Josh, thank you. John, greetings, encouraging my friends to subscribe to your main channel, dude. Something that I can do to hit 1 million subscribers. We're getting closer every single month. We're averaging like, well, let me get behind the wind. We're averaging like 30 to 35,000 new subscribers a month, which is crazy. I think the subscription rate's gonna go up higher because we get a lot of new videos coming out. So thank you very much for the support on the main channel. We're gonna hit it this year. I know it.
When does it expire?
See, when do the passes expire? The expiration date's written on the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. When do you activate it? Is it the strategic? When my mom came, we had a strategy. We wouldn't activate it at the airport. We only activated it when she needed to do it, and we waited. Yeah, to get the most out of the week, you activate it right before you use it.
Yeah. So when you come to Japan, you have to exchange the piece of paper you get for the pass, and you have to exchange it within 3 months of ordering that piece of paper. So yeah, but once you get to Japan, you can exchange it anytime you want to actually use it. So I set mine to the 27th of August, which is like next week.
Okay.
So you can set it anytime when you want to use it, like you said.
Yeah, it's pretty flexible. On top of this, there are passes too that you can buy. ANA has special fares for tourists. That's like $100 a flight. I mean, you can get really cheap discounts on airlines because it's now a competition. The airlines must compete with JR, and JR is probably winning because it's just fun to ride a train, because in the United States where I'm from, our trains stink. Sorry, Amtrak. In Canada as well. Yeah, the trains just aren't as good.
Also, it's stuck in pass. So don't think that 7-day pass you can do 7 days of your choosing. 7 days in a row.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's consecutive days.
Yeah.
That means you know, it's to be used, and then you're gonna get a lot of money out of it. Actually, Caroline is here. She got a green JR pass. Those are a little bit pricier, right?
Pricier, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They pay off for themselves if you're at a busy holiday season and you don't want to stand, because I've been on Shinkansens where I had to stand for. It's not fun.
Yeah.
But with a green pass, it allows you access where you'll never ever stand. Nobody gets those tickets. They're crazy. But Caroline did, and she made really good use of it, and I think that they could pay off. If you're saving $5,500 to get these passes, the green pass also pays itself off too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's just the initial buy-in plan is more expensive.
Yeah.
Hey guys, here's another plane taking off. Go, go, go. It's funny how we're mixing planes and trains. Now all we need is an automobile. John Candy movie. Another great Canadian. So, anything else that you want to add, Ren? Might be good. Good for the viewers as advice for them.
As advice?
Yeah.
When you take the trains, always observe the train mannerisms. So like, if you go to a local area, sometimes the trains is like a one-man train.
Yeah.
Like basically one carriage train, and basically you don't have tickets or anything. All you do is get onto the train and you take a piece of little paper. And then when you get off, to show the conductor your piece of paper and pay. But in this case, with a JR pass, just get on, show the conductor your pass, and yeah. And when you're on trains, the manners are like, be quiet, don't talk on the phone, you know. So always have respect for the people on the trains and respect your fan.
Do you have to carry? Were you ever asked to show your passport?
Passport? They said
you're supposed to carry your passport with the pass, but were you ever asked?
I actually never got inspected for my passport. Yeah. But I think at the very first day, right here, when you use the first day of use for JR Rail Pass, you gotta show this part to the gate person.
They confirm it.
And they actually do a seal of
Oh.
entry to the railway.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get right there. So
Yeah.
that's where they're gonna stamp that it's been.
Right there.
It's authorized.
Yeah, they might ask you for your passport for the first time when you do that, but after that, since they have the seal there, like it's fine. They won't matter.
Yeah. So if you have a copy of your passport, I have never been. I've never heard of anybody. You should carry your passport. I think that is the law. Something. I think we pretty much hit everything.
Pretty much everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Back.
Just look.
One second. All right. Go ahead.
Alright.
Straight from Seoul, San Francisco. Happy home. Hi, everyone.